Thermodynamics is the study of heat, energy, and how they transform from one form to another. It plays a vital role in our everyday lives, from the engines that move our vehicles to the refrigerators that keep our food cool. The principles of thermodynamics are built around four main laws that explain how energy behaves. The Zeroth Law helps us basically defines temperature. It tells us that when two objects feel equally warm, no heat will flow from one to the other because both already have the same amount of heat energy. Like if object A is in thermal equilibrium with object B, and object B is in thermal equilibrium with object C, then A and C are also in thermal equilibrium. This is how thermometers work. They measure temperature by reaching thermal equilibrium with what they touch. The first law of thermodynamics tells us that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only changed from one form to another. For example, in a car engine, the chemical energy in fuel is converted into heat and motion, but the total energy remains constant. The second law of thermodynamics explains the natural direction of heat flow. Heat always moves from a hot object to a cold one, unless extra energy is used to reverse the process. This is why a refrigerator uses electricity to move heat from inside, cold, to the outside, warm. This law also introduces the idea of entropy, meaning the amount of disorder in a system always increases in natural processes. The third law of thermodynamics says that as a substance gets colder and approaches absolute zero, that is minus 273 degrees Celsius, its particles move less and less, and the disorder becomes almost zero. These laws connect beautifully with everyday examples. When water boils or ice melts, heat energy is absorbed or released without changing temperature. This is called latent heat. When different materials warm up or cool down at different rates, it's because of their specific heat, the amount of heat required to raise their temperature. Water's high specific heat keeps coastal climates mild, while metals with low specific heat heat up quickly. Even sweating is an example of thermodynamics. When sweat evaporates, it takes heat from your body, cooling you down. Whether it's a car engine, an air conditioner, or a cup of tea cooling on the table, thermodynamics explains how energy moves and changes form, reminding us that all the heat and motion around us follow the same simple but powerful laws of nature. Like, share, and subscribe for more science videos.